And we are back again with a brand new episode of Another 24. I am your wildly handsome host, Taurus Montez, and today I have a very special guest in the building. Now, this guest is an established artist. She's an R&B singer. She's a mother. She's a performer. She's a writer. She's all of the above. She's very beautiful, I might add.
Thank you.
But I got the one, the only Miss Dri Jack in the building. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. Thank you for, pulling up on us again. She is a repeat guest.
Yes, I'm alumni. Okay.
Alumni. Another 24 alumni. All right. So I got to ask, all my music guests, I ask them the same thing. What were you listening to on the way over here?
I was listening to Odile and Sasha Keeble.
Okay. All right. I wish I knew who they were.
I'll put you on.
Okay, you put me on. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Sasha Keeble is that girl.
That girl?
And Odile too.
All right, shout out.
Yeah, he's a dope artist too. Yeah.
All right. So you recently released a single. And I was listening to it.
Okay, and what was your
Can you remind us the name of your single?
Leave It on the Floor. Out
It.
now on Even.
All right. And I ain't gonna lie, you came a little sideways on there. I was not expecting that. It had a real disco feel, very upbeat. It was, a little different than kind of what's going on in the mainstream now.
Yeah.
So what made you want to go that direction?
I've had that song for a couple years now, and I've been working on it for the last, I would say, 4 years.
Okay.
And I think that this was just the time for me to put it out. I think in my life, I've, sometimes you have to go through life in order for the songs and the things to make sense when they release, for yourself and for others. So you can have a story to tell,
For sure.
But Leave It on the Floor, I started writing it with my writing team in 2021. And a part of my writing team passed away. So it was, a little abrupt kind of hold on it. But when I went back to the song last year, I'm like, no, I want to put this out. I want to feel free again. I want to feel joy again. I want to feel, you know what I'm saying? Like the freedom that music brings. I want to put that into the atmosphere too. So I worked on it. I got some of my musicians to put their additions on it. So I have 4 of my friends as well as my musicians come to the studio. My son was there at some point. He got a little feature on the song too. But yeah, just bringing the love and the actual joy into it, making the song what it is. And I wasn't gonna let it come out before I knew it was ready. Like, I'm like, no, we need drums now. We need, so yeah, it was a very uplifting journey to get it to where it is now. But yeah, leave it on the floor. You gotta put your words out.
Right.
So it's put it out. Put it on the floor.
Yeah, I think you described it perfectly. The words free. That's probably the first thing that I would associate with that song, because it is, even the beat. The things that you're saying on there is just like, man, just let it happen. Just do it. If it works, it works.
Literally.
If it don't, we'll just see. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
So, you said you were writing that with your team. Was there any inspiration behind that, or was that just like a feeling that you?
It was a feeling. We heard the track and we were like, ooh, this makes me feel like we're in a dance club, or like not the club now, ain't nobody dancing, but like a real deal, like jazz club, but make it disco or make it funk. So, and I wanted to lend my voice differently from any other music that I've dropped, because I've always had a big voice, but I won't even say I've shied away from it on the records, but I wanted the same sound that you hear when you come see me live. I wanted it to be on the track. So when you do come see me live, you're like, I wonder if she sound like that, and then I'm gonna sound like that, and then you're gonna really be a fan. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna really be hooked then. But it's like doing the hook and lining them in, bringing them in with the actual song first instead of waiting, until they come to a show, or instead of, I'm like, no, let's leave it all on the floor and leave it to where you don't have nothing left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's mostly the inspiration behind the song too. It's like, no, let's do everything that we were put on this earth to do.
man.
Let's find the purpose, you know what I'm saying, and let's go for it wholeheartedly. And so when we wrote the song, it was probably we used to be in the studio late. So who knows? We probably wrote it at 1 a.m. But just having fun with it, like, ain't it funny how I thought you never crossed the line? And that's really messages for yourself too. Like when you are stagnant for too long, or when you feel like you're stuck and you don't know where to go, it's like, no, let's cross the line. What else can you do? What else can you surprise yourself with how you're living your life and what you're putting out there, Got
it. So is that something that we'll hear more from you, or do you think that was kind of like a one-off type of thing that you want to just show people your abilities real quick?
No, you're gonna get more of that. It's definitely gonna be more of that.
Okay.
It's going to be more of that.
Okay.
I'm like, what else could I say?
You got something ready. You got something in the pipeline already.
I'm trying to see. But yeah, I'm working on an album right now. So this will be my debut album.
Okay.
And I want the sound to sound like Leave It on the Floor, but also have the nuances that are inside of me and inside of my voice, and from pulling from all of the inspirations that I've come to know over the years: musical theater, church, corporate bands, choir, jazz band, and all those things. So I'm pulling them all together. Storytelling, a lot of storytelling that weaves the journey together from my last project, The Other Side, into the album Layers of Let It Go.
That's the name of the album?
Yeah.
Layers of Let It Go? Mm-hmm. Dang, that sounds deep.
Yeah. Gotta let it go.
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about some stuff on there.
Layers of letting go, man. There's some layers you gotta peel back to get to the center.
Right. So is working on your debut album, is that different than working on an EP or a mixtape or any other project that you dropped?
I feel like it's different now because I just put debut album on it.
Okay.
At first, I was like, "This is my next EP. I'm talking to my friends like, yeah, y'all come to the studio with me so you can see, But my sister and one of my best friends, who's also in the music industry, entertainment field, she was like, "This ain't no EP. This is an album, ma'am." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because I feel like album has a lot of weight to it.
Right. Yeah.
Sure. I feel like it has a lot of weight to it and a lot of pressure. But I don't want to shy away from the pressure, because I do truly feel like this music is literally going to shift my trajectory.
Right.
And I felt that way about Radio, The Other Side, my last single, or my last project that Radio distributed for me. But I feel like this is like the next level of that, The last song on the project, The Other Side, was called Let Go, or is called Let Go. And for me to go through a journey of motherhood, a journey of losing my manager and not really knowing where or what was next for me in music, I think that this album will definitely not be a culmination, but like literally the launching pad to go forward.
Okay, so that is a recurrent theme. It sounds like letting go.
Yes, it is. It is.
So why is that such a prevalent, I guess, message throughout your career and in your life, you think?
I would say right now, because I didn't know that it would be that prevalent then. Right. I just loved the song. I remember working with The Breed and working with my A&Rs at Radio and hearing the song that is now Let Go and thinking like, this is like, I don't know, it's like talking to me in the future, from the future or something, I really felt like this is interesting. It was an interesting feeling, and I immediately wrote the lyrics. Like some of the other songs, I had writers with me, Avery, but that song was like, immediately it came. And while working on Leave It on the Floor, I didn't have a second verse. When I went back to it, the lyrics just came. And I think the freedom that I'm speaking of is the freedom to not really speak on or speak through the experiences that I've had in a negative space or in a negative tone or in a sad tone, like woe is me.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
I think the theme of letting go is literally a life experience. You know, it's a life theme because you have to let go of the things that hurt you. You have to let go of the things that happened that didn't quite happen the way that you wanted them to.
Right, exactly.
Or the things that did happen and you're like, oh, well, that was good, but also what's better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's
you can't
next?
really hold on to anything good or bad, really. And I think that I learned that lesson through having my son, through, you know, just living life a little bit without having to think about, okay, what can I do to make this music?
Right.
You know, like, I just had to live.
Yeah.
I couldn't think straight. Honestly, mom brain is real. For the people, I know y'all. Okay, but it's hard to ground yourself again. You know, after going through such a transformation or transformational event, and so letting go is a message that I have to remind myself. You know, and I think that other people should hear it too. I think that other people have their own stories and their own things that they want to let go, whether it's a person, a job, an idea, a dream, whatever.
I'm thinking about all the things I need to let go
you know
right
what I'm
now.
saying? Like, and I feel like letting go is the first layer of that. That's the first realization, like, oh, I can't hold this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and then leave it on the floor. It's like, no, if you say that you're moving forward, you have to leave it there. You can't look back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to keep moving forward because that thing is going to drag you down till you can't walk no more.
Exactly. And I think that that's an important lesson, especially for, you know, creatives, you know, entrepreneurs, you know, people like this who feel like they need to, even if you're holding on to an old mentality. Yeah. Like, if you're going from, like, I worked corporate for a long time. I was let go from my job, so entrepreneur pretty much was just thrust upon me.
Exactly.
But you gotta let go. You gotta let go of the old mentality of being a worker, of being an employee, and come into a new mentality of, all right, well, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO.
Exactly. And still take some of the pieces that you learned from that. You know what I'm saying? That's the structure. That's some of the time, you know, timelines that you have and the framework of it. But it's still like, you're right. Like, no, I'm not working for nobody else right now. I'm working for myself.
Facts.
And we're gonna make it work. And if it don't work, we're gonna pray and we're gonna pray that the alignment comes. You know what I'm saying? So that it can be what you want it to be.
Yeah, you can figure out how to make it work.
Exactly.
You know, what's going right. You know, take account of the things that are going right and figure out what things you can do better to make it go more right.
Exactly.
And you know, even relationships. You know, if you're in a toxic or, you know, a detrimental situation.
Let that shit go.
Yeah, let it go, because
please.
You're not gonna be able to that relationship, that old relationship or your current relationship is taking up space for what God really wants.
Exactly.
But
literally,
you know, it's hard to let it go, but just
it is. You know? It really is. But I think, like, even the title of the last project, The Other Side, I didn't know what the hell I was about to go through.
Right.
Before, like, after releasing that and after, you know, putting that out, and it was really just like a foreshadowing. God really was like, oh, okay, it's the other. You think this the other side? I got another side
the real
for
other
you.
Side. Now,
This the real.
This the other
side, like, for real. And you know, not knowing what was coming next and working on the project, releasing the project, being able to tour the project right after. That was an amazing experience that I feel like God was like, okay, here you go. Here's a little piece. And now you have to sit down. Now you have to, grow this baby. Now you have to do this. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what? What? I was here. Like, what do you mean? You know? But I feel like, I mean, you have to go through the valleys to get to the mountaintops, you know?
Amen. That's life.
That's life. That's life.
So you mentioned your son and being a mother, which on the last episode you were not a mother yet.
I know. I was thinking about that on the way here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was not a mommy. So my manager came with me last time.
Right.
And he's not here anymore either.
You know, R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Fridge.
Yeah. So this is a new revelation or a new update to life. Yeah. So how has mother life been while also being an artist?
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard. But I feel like I carry it well. I maintain it well.
Yeah.
Some days I cry at night. Some days I don't. Some days are good energy. Some days are crazy, you know. But it's all about the journey, honestly. I never thought that. I knew I would be a good mom.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say that I didn't think that I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I would be a good mom. I lost a baby in 2016, and it was ectopic, so meaning it was in my tube, and I almost died. Like, the tube ruptured. The doctors at the time that I was going to, she was holistic, so she did not do abortions. However, I feel in an emergency such as that, you should have made an accommodation, you know? So for all my ladies out there, please make sure you are advocating for yourself. But because I had no idea what that meant, you know, like nobody in my family ever went through that. Nobody, you know, I didn't have anybody to confide in or, you know, talk to about it. And so I was working in New York at the time, doing a musical theater show, Once on This Island. And I was actually nervous to tell them that I was pregnant because I didn't want them to fire me. Right. It was a dream job. That's my dream job. And so on the musical theater side, and I kept on going to the doctors in New York because I was there for a couple weeks, and they were telling me like my blood levels were raising and that they knew I was pregnant, but they couldn't see anything in my ultrasounds. And on my way to rehearsal that day, right after leaving the doctor's office, my tube ruptured, and I was literally on the side of the street, like bent over, like in so much pain. Couldn't even walk. And I had 2 liters of blood in my stomach by the time I got to the ER.
In your stomach?
Yes. I had to be immediately rushed to the hospital. To surgery. And so from that experience and not really knowing what was going on in my mental or hormones or anything like that, from that, you know, juncture to now having my son, after they're saying like, oh, you won't be able to have children, or it'll be harder, much harder, to me having my son, and I didn't even know I was pregnant till my 2nd trimester. I was on tour.
Wow.
I was on tour with radio. Mm-hmm. Growing a baby. Wow. And I think that God did that because he knew I would have probably thought my way out of it. Mm-hmm. You know, those thoughts really take you there. Yeah, you know, sure. They could take you under or they could take you up. Yeah. And at that point in time in my life, I don't know where it would have taken me.
Overthinking is never usually.
Overthinking is not a good thing, and I'm getting out of it. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. But I think that, you know, he protected me and he protected my son at the time inside of me while he was growing. And the journey through my pregnancy, and now having him, you know, in the mom world or you know, in that world they call the babies that come after the ones that you lose rainbow babies. And he is definitely that. He is definitely a pocket full of sunshine. He's joy. He literally embodies joy. Wherever he is, he's very conversational, very personable, and he's very gifted, you know, musically, intellectually, at the age of 3 already. And so it's a beautiful thing to watch something outside of yourself, honestly. Right. Like, it's really mind-boggling. I ask my mom all the time, like, how did you do this? My mom, I'm one of 4. Right. So I'm like, and I'm the baby. So I'm like, how did you do this with 4 of us? Right. Did it 4 times. Girl, please. You got a husband and you got a job and we had a church. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did a lot. Yeah. You wore a lot of hats, and I probably couldn't even tell you any time that she was sick or that she was down or that, you know what I'm saying? Because I never saw it, you know? And so I strive to not only like work on myself so that he doesn't see any of the bad things or any of the sad things that may get me down, but also to share some of those things with him so that he knows, you know, these are how you work through your emotions. These are how you work through conflicts. And, you know, some days you're not going to be all happy. You're going to be upset all day, probably, you know, for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. But encouraging him to, like, no, let's talk about it. Use your words. What are you feeling right now? Are you upset? Are you mad? Why? Why? You want to ask me why? Well, why? Just really teaching him life. I feel like it's a beautiful thing to be able to teach him about life from my perspective, but also seeing his other relationships blossom, like with family or with other friends, things like that. He's literally like a little person. It's so crazy. It's so wild.
Right. Yeah, that it don't, that especially them the stage of them being babies and crawling. It don't last long.
It doesn't. It literally doesn't. Like, on Mother's Day just passed, and I'm like looking at old pictures. I'm like, wow, you really were just so tiny, and like you were just inside of me, and now you're here and talking and singing and playing the drums. And he loves Michael Jackson right now, so he's in his Michael Jackson bag heavy. He got the whole outfits and everything. Like, everybody's buying him outfits. He got an outfit here at that house. It's crazy.
A natural performer already.
Yes, definitely.
I don't have any kids yet, but I know that when that day comes, I'm gonna love that baby so much.
Yes, for sure.
But how has being a mother, how has that changed your artistry, your writing, your image?
Yeah.
How has that impacted your career?
Yeah. I think it's impacted my career and my image, all of those things. It's just made me more in depth, I would say. Okay. I'm more passionate about the things that I say. I'm more conscious about the things that I say as well. Because someone's always watching me. Someone is always listening to me. Someone is, even if I think he's not listening, the little boy's listening. Okay, he's like, so what did you say? Where are we going? Whose house is that? Who is that? So I think I'm just more conscious, but I'm also more, I won't say free, because I aim to be free. I'm striving to be more free.
What does free mean to you?
Free means not thinking as much.
Okay.
Free, like, literally, that's what it means to me. Not thinking as much, and not staying in the planning mode. Actually taking action. You know what I'm saying?
Doing more than planning.
Yeah, doing more than planning. I think that's definitely where it has brought me, like where motherhood has brought me as an artist, as a woman, as a person, as an individual. With everything in my life. Like, I don't want to stay too long. Like, even release and leave it on the floor. I'm like, okay, I haven't worked on it in a month. Let me listen to it. Let me see what else needs to be done so I could keep it moving. Like, I could keep it pushing. But so yeah, I would say it's giving me action. You gotta stay in motion for sure. That's definitely the main thing.
All right, so it's more motivation to act and more motivation to get things done.
More than I had before, because I got shit done before, but now it's like, okay, you got until next week.
Right, right.
You don't have time to sit and wait and overthink and do this and do that and change shit up. Like, you really have to, okay, God gave you the plan, write it down, let's see, all right, who you need for that, the ideas are coming more frequently, I would say. So, just really acting on them and knowing that you have the people, around you to do that.
All right, got it. Okay. So you've been an artist for forever.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
That's so long. 2012, I dropped my first EP.
Okay, so that was 14 years.
Yeah.
Jesus. So you are a vet in the game. You are
my goodness.
In the game. So you have, number one, the experience. Number two, the skills. Number two, you got the stories. You got everything. You got all these things under your belt. You know what it takes and what it means to be an artist.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that it takes to be an artist is delusion.
For sure.
So what's like the most delusional thing you have to believe about yourself to be a successful artist, you think?
That's hilarious, because you do have to be delusional. You have to be delusional to be an entrepreneur, honestly. Like,
that's a fact.
In whatever field you're in,
That's
music, whatever, anything.
Yeah, I can't wait till I'm on somebody's podcast so they can ask me questions.
Yes, for sure. I would say the delusion that you can do it, that you are capable, and that you can do it by yourself. That you could bring the vision that you had in your head and make it come to fruition.
Right.
Like, I think that's very delusional. Like,
Right.
definitely a dream that I had or an idea that I had at 3 o'clock in the morning is now out on even.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and I did the artwork. I did this. I did that. You know, like putting it all together. I think that's definitely a delusion. But also, being so delusional that you bring other people with you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can. You
Yeah.
believe in me?
Yeah.
Great.
Other
Come
people
on.
got to see the vision
Come on.
too.
Let's dream
Right.
together. Let's do it. I think we could do it together. I think so. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So so your answer essentially is just believing that the things that you create in your mind can actually exist
Yeah.
in the universe.
Can actually exist in the universe and can actually inspire somebody else who sees it.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you. On that. I mean, especially the thing about the entrepreneurship because
Yeah.
it's the same thing. I mean, the odds are really stacked against you. You know, you got to
At
believe.
every turn.
Yeah, exactly. And you really have to believe, like, you know what, I'm the exception. I'm different.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just
I'm
make
the
this-
one.
Yeah, I'm the one. I'm
I'm the
make
one,
that shit
and
work.
I'm gonna act as such.
Right. Right. So do you think that delusion has served you in your career?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely has served me. And you know, it's sometimes you won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you really will doubt yourself to the point where you are stuck.
Yeah.
And you don't move. You don't want to do anything further. But then, you know, a spark comes back. You see something on TV or you hear something on the radio or, you know, you see something when you're people watching at a restaurant or a park or whatever, you know, just for you to put out what you need to put out, like in the world. Like I think whatever you feel or whatever your passions are, it's a reason for that. Right. So, you know, whether you overthink it or whether you feel like you're scared and you don't want to do it anyway, like literally do it anyway.
Yeah, I got it.
Because you never know.
Exactly. So one thing that is, you know, also very prevalent in the world today and is all over the place is, of course, social media. You know, since what? MySpace was like one of the
My
first
mama didn't
ones.
even let me have a MySpace. Let's start there.
But that probably was a good move. But you know, the way that
Yeah.
the way that social media is now is like it's a tool. You have to
Definitely
use it. You know what I mean? You are, you know, obviously active on your social media. You know, you're putting yourself out there. You're posting, you know, X, Y, and Z. What do you think social media does to artistry, though? Do you think that people are more geared towards, you know, trying to get attention, trying to go viral, trying to get on the blogs versus the talent and the things that they actually possess that they can, you know, communicate to their audiences?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think a lot of people, they aim to become viral. Like that's the goal. That might be on the top of their whiteboard. Go viral, you know? But it's also steps to take to get there. But it's also, okay, you go viral today, then what?
Right. Yeah,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
main
saying?
thing. That's
Like
the
it's
important
like,
thing.
okay, then what? You know, and I think I have a lot of people around me that keep me humble and keep me grounded, because you can't just be all up in the air like, oh, I'm gonna go viral, I'm gonna do this and da 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 da, because going viral is not long lasting.
It's a means to an end.
Exactly. You know, and it's like you're also working for something that could possibly never happen again. So it's like if you're working to go viral, then you're really not working for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like the meaningful work is not being put in.
It's like an empty goal.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, putting yourself on social media is a, I don't know, trek in itself. But it's also like rewarding as well, because it's so many little things. Like, okay, I may not like how my hair looked today, but I know I had to come and do what I needed to do, so I had to make it work, you know? So, you know, just being able to conform to whatever is happening that day. I spoke on a panel last year. It was like a mental health panel, and they were like, well, what do you do when you don't want to record, or you don't want to do a video, or you don't. And I said, you know, some days like that, if I'm sad or if I really don't want to do anything, like I may just prop the phone up and get the slow day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like document it instead of, like, I had to change the verbiage for me too, like documenting your life, documenting the story that you have to tell rather than let's shoot some content. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, that's so surface level. Like, what is content going to say? What is, you know, and that's what my manager Ridge would always tell me, like, no, let's do it. Let's tell the story. Let's get to the people, you know? Yeah. And so I think, like, being an artist and having to be on social media, it's a two-edged sword for real. Sure. Because sometimes you really don't want to share your life all the time. You know, you don't want to be on, but also it's a humbling experience when you put out a video or you put something out to where you didn't think it was gonna do well and it does well. You know, I think that's the rewarding part about it as well. It's like, okay, man, I might not think that this is the best piece, or this is the best song, this is the best video, whatever. I may not sound good, but it's also about the journey and documenting the journey, documenting the growth. Right. They can look at the video from us from, you know what I'm saying, a couple years ago, and now look at both of us and be like, wow, look at both of their careers, and they can see the growth through the pages or through, you know, the content. So, yeah, it's definitely a two-edged sword, but you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's a tool and you kind of have to, you have to use it.
Use it as a tool. Don't use it as your end-all, be-all. And take the days to decompress, too. Like, those, you are granted that. You deserve that, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, okay. Well, make sure y'all using it,
okay.
Artists.
Use it wisely now.
So what's one of the biggest, like, sacrifices that people don't see that artists make?
I would say, so I feel like artists, anybody sacrifices, you know, to live a life that they want to live. But for artists, I feel like it's a lot of sacrifices that go into a show or go into a studio session or go into, you know, whatever. And I feel like now as a mom, I'm seeing more of that vividly, because you're sacrificing time with your family, you're sacrificing time with your friends, or me time, you know, like you're sacrificing a lot, and you're not sacrificing your image, but it's like you have to, at a certain point in your artist career, like you're always on. Yeah. You're always, and you may not necessarily be performing, but you're on, like cameras are there or this, and you know, so I think that it's a huge sacrifice overall. But I would say for me, my most, what's the word? My biggest sacrifice would be my mental. My mental,
When you say okay, because people,
mental capacity.
Okay, yeah, let's contextualize.
Mental capacity, mental health, mental fortitude. I don't know.
Just the bandwidth.
Yeah, mental bandwidth, because it's a lot of things that you have to think about. And for me as an independent artist, I'm by myself. I don't have a team right now. I had a team 2021 to 2023. Before that, I was by myself, but I always have had a production team. And my production team, my cinematographer and my director on that end, they are my sisters, like big sisters, big mentors to me. So I feel like I always have somebody, but leading the plane, driving the plane, flying the plane, it's me. Dri Jack is the pilot, okay?
It's your career.
So I think that's important too, like knowing even if you do have a team, you are the artist.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't do anything unless you're doing it first. They can't do anything unless you are like, no, we really need to do this. This is what I believe in, you know?
Their job is to execute your vision.
Exactly. And I think being an artist, the mental capacity and mental fortitude that you have to really digest everything that you want to do and discern, okay, this is the moment that we need to do this, and this is the time that we need to do this, and kind of like scheduling it out, that takes a lot of energy and a lot of mental strength.
And not everybody's meant to be like an artist. So, but do you think is that something you learned, or do you think that you were just born with that?
I think it's both. I think I always had it, but I think that I had to learn how to use it.
Okay.
I think I've always had I did musical theater in high school, so I had to divvy up my time to where I'm studying, I'm doing my homework, I'm doing projects, whatever. Right. But I'm also learning these songs for show choir and also learning these lines for the show musical that we have for the spring. And going to rehearsal, going to school from 8 to 3, 3:40. And then I'm writing rehearsal after that till 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Then I got to go home. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a job in high school, too. Like, my senior year, I worked at this wing spot, Ruchita. Shout out to my Ruchita folks.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to work, too. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think that it built that momentum, and it built the resilience and perseverance to like, no, I need to get this done. I really enjoy this show. Let me learn this music so I can make sure that I'm performing at my best of my ability. Yeah, sure. And then like going on to college, I was in artist development because I told my brother when I was 15 that I wanted to be an artist. I was doing musical theater, but it wasn't fulfilling me. My sister is a Broadway star. Okay, that is her thing. Me, I don't want to be a Broadway. I like the songs. Right. I like some of the shows, but I would like to be in the studio making my own music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, and that's what I told my brother. I'm like, no, and my brother's in the entertainment industry too. So I'm like, I want to sing. This is what I want to do. I want to record a song and perform it at my Sweet 16. And that's what I did. Please don't go look at that, guys. Don't go look at it. Don't please. But that's what I did, and I stuck to it. You know, like I didn't alter my vision. I knew that that's what I wanted to do, whether or not the songs were good at first, or if I was too shy to talk to people on stage. You know, like I knew, like no, this is what I wanted to do because I was shy growing up. Yeah. I'm the youngest of 4. I could just sit back and watch y'all perform for all day if I wanted to. You know, I didn't really want to be in the spotlight, and so. One of my teachers, my choir teacher in 8th grade, told me about a talent show that they were doing at the school, and she kind of like pushed me to do it. I don't think I agreed at the time, but hey, it happened. And that was the moment that I was like, oh, I like this. I like this. People are singing with me. Right. Oh my gosh, whether I'm scared or not, like they get it, you know, they want to sing with me. They're into the performance. And so from going from high school to college and releasing my first project and recording it and like doing the work to record it. So I'm going to school at Clark. I'm in choir at Clark. I'm going to rehearsals, doing all that stuff. But then I'm after school, after class, I'm going to Marvelous Studios for artist development. Wow. With my brother, I'm doing dance conditioning. I'm running down Monroe Drive, singing, conditioning my voice to my stamina. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the work, serious. The grit, like and that was the first thing that I took serious. I didn't take musical theater serious. All of my teachers would tell you, like she had no feeling in her face. Like you know, like why are you so nonchalant, Dri? What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't really care about this. It's cool, but
it's your own career is different.
Exactly, and it's like when you feel the fire with it, it's like you have a whole different level of appreciation for it. You want to, you know, study the greats. You want to do some more research and figure out what else you can put into the atmosphere through this, you know, career. I don't know what the beginning of that was, but
sacrifice. I think it was sacrifice. But whatever. It's cool.
But yeah, you know, just sacrificing and learning how to get the things done that you want to get done. So yeah, I was always juggling a lot. I've always juggled a lot.
Yeah, that's where the capacity
comes. You know, that capacity, I've always juggled a lot. I've always had a job in school. I've always, you know, so I think that comes into play with me having a son. It's like, no, he's coming. Yeah. He has to come. I'll let you guys know. Bring this, bring that. Make sure it's no paraphernalia in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making sure that all of the dots are dotted and all of the T's are crossed, you know. But I think that's the grit that I have. Like, I'm going to hustle. And that's Atlanta, too. Like,
facts, yeah. I mean, it's just, you have to have that to be, like, to do something on your own, like be an artist or be an entrepreneur or whatever. You have to have that. Yeah. You have to have that hustle, that grit, that scrappiness. Yeah. You got to fight for it, you know? So
that hardcore belief.
Yeah. So I have had the pleasure of seeing you perform. I'm pretty sure
where was it?
I think it was City Winery.
Yeah.
I know it was there for
Yeah.
sure. I feel like it was another one, but regardless, I've seen you perform. I've seen you command the stage and have that stage presence, and do your thing in front of an audience, which you do well.
Thank you.
But what is why do you think you are such a natural at being on stage, and what is it like? Like, what is the preparation like to get in front of an audience like that and do your thing?
The preparation is working to make it look like you're natural. Because I wasn't a natural at first.
Okay.
I wasn't a natural. I hated talking to the audience. I hated it. Like, just let me sing. Just let me sing. Just don't stop the track. Just let me sing. But I feel like once I got comfortable with my voice, like with my talking voice, and with commanding the attention, I think that's where it kind of started to make sense, I would say. Because like I said, I was shy in middle school. I didn't really sing. I was in choir. I was always in choir. I was also in orchestra in elementary school. I wish they never made me choose between choir and orchestra, because I could be fucking a violin up right now. But I think just being in front of people, like musical theater, those stages, you can't see anybody in the audience. You really can't see anybody. And so I think that's where my performance nature comes from, because even if I'm in front of an intimate crowd, I can still make them disappear, right. Because I have that image in my head. But also now I want to connect with the audience more. Okay. Over the last couple of years, that's been my goal, to make sure that I'm not just singing songs. I'm not just, they just not hearing a pretty voice or whatever. They know, oh, she can sing, but she also, did you hear what she said? You know what I'm saying? And making it connect. I think that's the most important part, making the songs and the story and the person all connect and make sense to somebody, for someone to support, Yeah,
it's like the audience wants to be a part of the show.
Exactly.
In a way.
Exactly.
So you have to acknowledge that they're there. You
can't.
Just sing and dance.
And I be wanting, oh my gosh, when I see some artists, I be like, can I be your artist development coach, please? I feel like I can do that now. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there for a while. Yeah. I feel like I can lend a hand or whatever. That's why I made my production company too, Break-A-Lect Productions, so that I can help other independent artists who need things like that. But yeah, talking to the audience, I love it now. Yeah. I'm like, oh, y'all came to sing, right? Oh, okay. Let me make sure. Let me see you warm up real quick. Let's go.
That's part of it.
I tell every crowd, I love A&B conversation. I love crowd participation. You're here, right? Let's go. Give me your energy, and I'm gonna give you some back.
Yeah, I just watched the Freddie Mercury movie on Netflix. He was in the band Queen. So they did they have a scene, the We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
So they pretty much came up with that whole concept in an effort to get the audience involved.
Yeah.
They're all right, we want the audience to be the instrument.
Yeah.
So the boom, boom, clap, that was their thing.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's probably why that song was so successful.
Yeah.
And why it's such a chant and an anthem in arenas still to this day.
And that's why, or that's part of the motivation behind Leave It on the Floor too. Because, and the motivation behind wanting to match my live performance to the records.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the end of Leave It on the Floor. Leave it on the floor. You said, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear your voice. I want to hear, and the tone of your voice when you say it means something to you. You know what I'm saying? That makes me hear the meaning behind it for you, because you may feel something different than someone else that hears the song, or whatever you thought of when I said Leave It on the Floor is something different for somebody else. So I feel like me, just bringing them in and encouraging them to sing and shout and dance, whatever, that just brings a new sense of freedom for them too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you almost went into the studio with the mind that, I'm going to be performing this one day.
Exactly. Literally.
You have to have that mentality.
Literally. I'm like, I love performing with the band. I need my musicians on here. I need to make sure that people know when they're booking me, she comes with the band. That is her aesthetic. That is her thing. Dri Jack and the Dreamers. We're coming.
I heard that. Y'all better
book
make
your girl. Summer's coming.
For the band too. Right. So now that we're talking about performing, it made me think about two of the greatest performers that we've ever seen in life. One, of course, Michael Jackson, which we spoke about.
Yes.
Two is Beyonce. But they have kind of very different approaches, but they're both very effective. Like with Michael Jackson, it might just be him up there, and he might stand there for like 5 minutes and not move.
Command that stage.
But Beyonce, she'll have a whole marching band. She'll have 20 dancers, and they all in unison, in sync, and things like that. So, what is it that you think that they figured out about putting on a performance that makes them so effective?
Well, first of all, they're both Virgos. So shout out to all the Virgos in the building, in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I set myself up for that.
And me and Michael Jackson have the same birthday. So you just came up with the most beautiful people to say. But no, I think they were trained to give a show. I've been in the deep dive for Michael Jackson, honestly, for the last couple months because, one, my son is obsessed with it right now. And so he's like, can we play this? Can we play that? Like, he literally has a playlist of songs that he likes. And they're really good songs, too. I'm like, you really got a good ear. But I think, like, from when he was younger, even Beyonce, when she was younger, she was doing pageants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, it's also a performance. It's a air that you have about yourself. And I think that is what I like about performing, because you are the boss.
Exactly.
You command the stage, you command the audience, you command everything that happens once you step on that stage.
Right.
And building the atmosphere. Like before I come on stage, my band is playing already. I don't want to walk on stage to silence. The people don't know whether to clap, they don't know what to do.
Music.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know that the atmosphere is set. And I'm coming in and I'm elevating it. Right. You guys are setting the tone. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, say a prayer before. Let's go. God work through us. Let them see your light in us.
But it's two different approaches to the same thing.
Yeah.
Give the audience a show.
Give the audience a show. Whether or not you're sitting at the piano by yourself, or you have a guitarist with you, or you have a whole band, like you said, or dancers behind you, stuff like that. It's like everybody has the same goal, though. Everybody has the same vision. But I think it's just the preparation, really. Like, give them a show, make them feel something. Because any performance that you watch on YouTube of either one of them, even Aretha Franklin, I love Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Sade. Sade is chill. Sade is the coolest motherfucker on the planet. You know what I'm saying? But she gonna make you feel something.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether she's sitting in that chair or whether she, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're really gonna feel something. And I think it's about the honesty that comes with it too. Like, you can't put on a show and be fake.
It's a fact.
You cannot put on a show and be fake, because they're not gonna believe you. They're gonna be like, yeah.
Authenticity wins again.
All the time, every single time.
Right.
Every single time.
All right, so I had a crazy post that just went viral, which I feel like people got the wrong idea about. But you're in the business. You're an artist. You know about the industry. You know that, when it comes to labels and when it comes to being an artist, this is a business. It's a career. The end goal is to sustain yourself as an artist. Make money. You're a business. You're a brand. Right? Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
You're on the right track. You're on the right track.
Okay. So I had a post where I said the best rapper in the game is never the most lyrical rapper. Right?
Okay.
Meaning that you can rapidy rap all day, but if you can't sell records, then nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most lyrical miracle on the planet, but if it don't translate to a good song, you're not selling records. Then not that it doesn't matter, but it's just like you're not going to be the biggest artist, most likely, if you're putting out that type of music. And somebody in the comments, I can't remember who it was, trying to be funny. He was like, "Oh, well, the best R&B singer is not the one that sings the best." I'm like, that might be true though, because if you think about the best R&B singer, let's say Beyonce, or let's say Chris Brown. Does Chris Brown have the best voice technically? Maybe not. But is he the best R&B singer out there, he could be. There's an argument for that because it's about more than just the voice.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It's different aspects that come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So am I right or wrong?
I don't want to get
we
caught
not,
up,
yeah,
but
right. Not just from your perspective. What do you think about what I said?
I think both things can be true.
Okay.
I think you can sell records with just your lyrics. I think that about J. Cole. J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers.
But J. Cole know how to make songs though.
J. Cole is a lyricist first though.
He is a lyricist first, but he also
But
knows how to
then he
make
got on to the, okay, this is the business. He got with Jay-Z, he got with them. Then it was like, because if you go back to
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that was the storytelling. Then when you go
He got further along, yeah.
it's you see the growth, you see the
Right.
the work that was put in to make it a brand.
Right.
So I think it's both. Like, you can be the best, but you also possibly, most times, always,
You might be overlooked.
exactly, if you don't have the look, if you don't have the branding, if you don't have, you know, the hook
Right.
to make people stay.
Right. Because you think about it, like, are you familiar with battle rap at all? Probably.
Yes,
You
but
are.
not that much.
That-
But
or-
yes.
If you think about like a Murder Mook or
Yeah.
a Loaded Lux, these are rapidy rap niggas. Like these, they can rap.
And then at some point, I feel like those battle rappers, they don't care to
To make-
sell. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
They're
right.
doing it because they love it, or they're doing it to
Exactly. That's a
elevate
different
their
thing.
own things, like their own verbiage, like their lyrics. Oh, I want to do this battle because I want to be better at that because I like that battle rapper better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
it's motivation, it's inspiration for them, not necessarily, let me see how many songs I can make so I can make an EP and I can make an album and I can make some money and da-da-da. You know, like, they don't even care about that shit.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't care about it. Yeah,
you
it's
know,
different. Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But they would be the most, because Murder Mook
I
tried
might
to.
have to listen to him.
Dang, she dissing you. Nah, just playing.
No,
Nah,
I'm not.
just
I'm
playing,
not. I
just
don't
playing.
know you yet.
Right.
You
but
don't know
nah.
me either. But hey, nice to meet you.
But Murder Mook, he tried to make records. He tried to put out music, and it just didn't translate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
But like Chris Brown,
Sometimes it won't translate.
right? Chris
Yeah.
Brown has an amazing voice. You know, but can other people sing better than him?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But he know how to make a song. He know how to put
And he
on
know
a
how
show.
to. Okay, there we go.
see what I'm
He
saying?
know how to put on a show.
So
That's it.
That's all I was saying.
Okay.
I just got so
They
much.
ate you up in them
yeah,
comments,
they
huh?
did. Like, God dang, y'all don't even know me like that, bro. But yeah, they was getting on me, and
Oh,
I feel like people were just misunderstanding because
Yeah.
I use Wayne as an example.
Okay.
Because Wayne, you know, that run he had from like 07 to 2011, he was going crazy. But I'm like, it was still other rappers that were more lyrical than him.
Yeah.
And they like, well, why you hating on Wayne? The hate that Wayne gets is just like, I'm like, nobody
Like,
hating
you
on
guys
him.
are missing the point.
Right. I literally say he was the best rapper for 4 years. Like,
Yeah.
that's not hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just needed to explain myself. So thank you for giving me that.
You're welcome.
All right. So we've had a pretty deep conversation. I feel like the things that we touched upon were very profound and very thought provoking. So I kind of want to, ease it up a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna just play a little, a couple little games.
Let's see.
And we're going to just answer truthfully, honestly.
Okay.
Let me know which way you're leaning. There's no right or wrong answer. No
Okay.
right or wrong answer, all right? So this is like a this or that thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 2 artists and you just pick one.
Okay.
All right? You ready?
I think so.
Okay. All right, first we got, dang, I hate to do this too.
Oh my goodness.
All right, SZA or Summer Walker?
SZA.
SZA, okay.
Yeah.
Even though Summer Walker from the town, you gonna go
Yeah.
against the town, okay? All right.
I ain't gonna go against the town. I ain't gonna go against the city. You know what I'm saying? But SZA.
Why SZA?
I've been listening to more of her music than Summer, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Brent Faiyaz or Party Next Door?
Party Next Door.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Party
Like
Next Door. For
He's
sure.
a good writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
He
you.
definitely is a good writer.
All right, Usher or Chris Brown?
Why? Usher.
Usher, okay. She went with the
He's a
town this
blueprint.
time.
He's a blueprint.
Okay, all right. Aaliyah or Brandy?
Brandy.
Brandy. Okay. I've been hearing Brandy is the vocal Bible. Is that
She is.
really?
She is.
Yeah, I got to do my history. I'm not familiar.
So growing up, my parents didn't let us listen to secular music. So I got into Brandy a little later when she did, I watched her on Moesha, but musically I got into her when she did Cinderella.
Okay, I remember that.
And so, with Whitney. So after that, I was like, oh, her voice is really, really good. Like, I didn't know, from acting, like, I didn't know she did music back then. But now, like, in my studying of the craft and things like that, I got into her song Almost Doesn't Count for writing purposes, lyrics, feeling of ballads, because I want to do more ballads. And, yeah. Brandy, for sure.
All right. Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Whitney. Oh, that's hard. Whitney. I'm going to say Whitney.
Whitney?
Yeah, I'm going to say Whitney.
All right. Janae Aiko or Kehlani?
Why are you giving me all these hard ones? Kehlani. That's hard. That's hard.
I mean, hey, it's no wrong answer.
Can I do both?
Nope.
Dang.
No wrong answer.
Kehlani.
All right, Kehlani. All right. T-Pain or The Dream?
T-Pain.
T-Pain, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why T-Pain? The auto-tune?
No, T-Pain brings back good memories of my like my siblings, my brother before he passed, like things like that.
Okay, T-Pain, all right.
Yeah.
Beyonce or Rihanna? Beyonce, I already know you're going to say. She's the Virgo. You're biased.
I am biased, but Rihanna.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Why Rihanna over Beyonce?
Rihanna is she's like the homegirl.
Okay.
You know, like Beyonce is like the blueprint as well, like Usher. But I feel like if I met Beyonce, it would only be like...
Oh, okay, I got you.
If I met Rihanna,
she embraced
girl, what's up?
Right.
You know, I'm like, I think Rihanna.
Okay.
Also the music too, you know.
Yeah, got it. All right, Frank Ocean or Miguel?
Ooh, Frank Ocean.
Oh man, Miguel been getting so much hate, and I'm like, but it's cool.
I love Miguel.
It's cool.
But Frank.
All right.
Tornado.
Mary J. Blige or Lauryn Hill?
Oh, Lauren.
Lauren? Why Lauren?
Because she is real, down to earth, and I connect with her music more than Mary.
Okay. Even though
I have one Mary song that's like my childhood.
Okay. The dance.
Let it go.
Okay, yeah.
Away from you.
Got it.
See,
Okay.
let it go. Back then, God was putting it in me back then.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're gonna switch to albums.
Oh gosh.
All right. Same deal.
Okay.
All right. Confessions or Diary of Alicia Keys?
Oh man. Oh man. Confessions.
Confessions. All right.
Oh, why did they have to do it like that?
All right. Control or Over It?
Over it.
Over it. Okay. All right. Channel Orange or Trap Soul?
Channel Orange.
Channel Orange. All right. Dangerously in Love or Good Girl Gone Bad?
Dangerously in Love.
Okay. Get Lifted or Miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
Get Lifted.
What? Are you sure?
Yes.
You're not even thinking twice about it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. All right. Trip or Sweet Sexy Savage?
Trip.
All right, last one. Evolution or B-Day?
B-Day.
B-Day, of course. All right. All right, so the name of this show is called Another 24. And the reason why it's called Another 24 is because that's the biggest blessing that we can get.
That is true.
Another day of life, another day to chase your dreams, to go after your passion.
Another chance.
Yeah, right or wrong, see your family. Just another day of life. It's one thing everybody on earth can agree upon. We don't agree on much, but we all want another day of life.
Exactly.
So there's a young woman somewhere, a young lady, somewhere. She might be in Atlanta. She might be in College Park. She might be at Clark Atlanta. We don't know. But she's watching everything that you're doing. She wants to do everything that you're doing. She wants to take what you're doing and elevate it even more.
Yeah.
But she might be struggling. She might be having a hard day today. So if you could talk to this young lady and give her like 30 seconds of advice or so, you could just look at that camera real quick and speak to her.
Okay, girl. I know. I get it. Today's one of those days, and just let today be that day. Feel it all. Feel all the feels cried out. I got some tissue in the car. We need to take a drive. Play your favorite music, your favorite album, and tomorrow you get another chance to do it. Right or wrong, but do it with all your heart. Remember the reason why you started, and know that the next person will be inspired by whatever you put out. But you got it. Keep dreaming.
There it is. Well, I appreciate you so much, Miss Dri Jack, for
Thank you.
Blessing us with your presence and giving us an interview. Is there anything you want to let the people know?
Congratulations to you.
Oh,
I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate that.
Congratulations.
You're the first person to do that.
Congratulations.
Thank
you. For real.
Thank you.
For real.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. For real. Well, thank you for having me again. But yeah.
Absolutely. Well, listen, it's been a great conversation, very entertaining.
As always.
Very
always have fun.
Eye-opening.
Yeah.
And, giving a different perspective on things. So thank you so much. And, anytime you want to come back and talk about the things that you're doing, any project you drop in or show you got, you got a place to do it, all right?
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all go check out Leave It on the Floor right now.
All right. And that's a wrap. That was good.
Yes.